everybody, Riker Rider here, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokémon Colosseum. Since last time, I went back to the center to heal and save, and there's also one treasure chest behind the mayor's house, I believe. Yeah, right up here. This treasure chest contains 3 valuable super potions. That's why I didn't buy so many of them at the mart. And Shaolin won't let you leave until you check out the Pokemon Mart. I've already been there, but they don't sell Pokeballs there. Oh. And I believe the trigger for this is entering the mart, talking to both vendors, and... is it not? I don't remember what the trigger is. There we go. That's the clue we needed. I believe you also have to talk to both of the merchants in order to progress, because then that is one of the things that makes the game realize you don't have Pokeballs sold in that town. The shop at the outskirts stand is the only place in the game that sells Pokeballs, and you're going to be coming back here quite often. And he gives you 5 regular Pokeballs for free. The thing is, though, the Mons are such a high level that you're going to want to buy Great Balls instead. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get, I think 10 should do for now. Yeah, 10. I am going to be coming back here quite a bit off screen, and I'll try to tell you when I do so. Now, I'm going to head back to Phoenix City and save before going through the plot further, so I'll take care of that and be right back. So we're going to head back up there. This is the mayor's house, right? Yeah, it is. Hey, it's these 2 losers. What in the... That is the biggest fro I have ever seen. My mouth is wide open at this guy. What kind of drugs do you have to be on to act like this? Yeah, Mirabee has his own music theme too, and it's the weirdest theme in the game, essentially. Hey, it's the Power Rangers. Alright, these are the 2 that we fought at the town entrance. This guy has just a Lotad and a Whisper, so I'm going to take care of this guy off screen. Alright, now, the second guy will also challenge you, and this battle is special. He'll lead with a Duskull and a Spinarak, but he has a 3rd Pokemon that is very special, and you'll see why when I confusion the hell out of the spider. love having super effective attacks, and you're going to have to take advantage of this later. The game is easy right now, but it'll get tough. Yep, she can see these Pokemon with black auras. These are shadow Pokemon, and they are not afraid to attack trainers. And this is where that Snag machine will come in handy. Remember that Snag machine that the main character has? Well, that can be used to catch Pokemon from trainers, but you can only use it to capture shadow Pokemon. And the art of capturing a shadow Pokemon is pretty much like catching any other wild, but it works a little bit differently. Because shadow Pokemon have a move called Shadow Rush, which is a pretty high power move. It has, I believe, 90 power, and it does typeless damage. So nothing in the game is weak to it, and nothing resists it. However, it does a set 5% recoil. That's one thing I discovered, is that the amount of damage Shadow Rush does not determine in any way how much recoil damage that the mon takes. It's a solid 5%. But because of this recoil, you'll need to be very careful in whittling down the Pokemon's HP. Now, one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get a capture calculator handy. I actually bookmarked capture calculator for the test run and for use during the Let's Play. So while I'm in the process of weakening this Pokemon, I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, that's not good. I'm glad I put Reflect up. One thing you will want to be careful of in this process is critical hits. The reason why I'm using Bite is so I can get Makuhita's HP down fairly low. There are a number of factors that go into whether a capture is successful. Okay, that health bar is actually not looking too bad. The Pokemon's level goes into the calculation. The Pokemon's max HP goes into the calculation. The type of Pokeball you use goes into calculation. Status ailments, a lot of stuff. Looks like at this point with a Great Ball, I have about a 99% chance of making the capture, so I'm going to go for it. And then I'm just going to waste Espeon's turn with Reflect. Pokeballs and just items in general have a higher priority than anything else in the game. So that will always be first. Alright, that's our first Snag taken care of, and Makuhita is going to be in our party for a fair amount of time in the early game, but I'm going to ditch him later. Also, because the Pokemon is a Shadow Pokemon, you cannot nickname it yet. And you're not going to be able to nickname Pokemon for quite a few hours into the game. Now, remember those 3 Power Rangers that I was talking about? That I noticed for a little bit? The green, the blue, and the red? We're going to have to take care of those guys, too. There are a total of 48 Shadow Pokemon in the game, and I'm going to be catching all of them. Yeah, those three thugs we ran into are blocking all 3 exits to the city. And they all have a Shadow Pokemon, but we will only be able to capture one of them right now. Now, there are reasons for taking each one of the 3 Pokemon. I should heal up first, because I took a whole bunch of damage during that fight, and Makuhita doesn't have very much HP. When you capture a Pokemon, it gets added to your party in the state that it was in, so it will be completely useless in battle until you get it healed. Now, there are pros and cons to each of the Pokemon that you can catch. One of them has one of them has a Bayleaf, one of them has a Croconaw, and one of them has a Quilava. They are basically the second form of the Johto starters. And they all evolve into very powerful Pokemon later in the game. However, I am going to go with Quilava in this playthrough. I tried Bayleaf in my test run, but it made the end of the game very difficult. Bayleaf is good for crowd control and catching shadows, but I'm just going to go with the fire type because there are very few good fire types in the game until very late. And having a good fire type is very important in the mid-game. That's one thing I discovered during my test run. This guy has a Quilava and 2 poison types. Do not miss this capture. If you miss this capture, reset. And if you're playing along with me, I have a capture calculator that I'm going to be linking in the video description of this video and the next few videos in the playlist. I would recommend you use it. And the Johto starter is really powerful. You're going to want to use it for essentially the entire game. Also, Smokescreen is very helpful for neutering Pokemon with very powerful but inaccurate attacks, and even just powerful Pokemon in general. If you can stack multiple Smokescreens, you can deal a lot of damage. Or not deal a lot of damage, you can prevent a lot of damage. I don't know how to speak clearly. Return shouldn't KO it because Espeon's attack is garbage. Okay, yeah, we're fine. What are our capture odds actually looking like with this scenario? Not very good. I'm gonna have to weaken it some more. It's about 17% right now. But I can make that a lot better. Now you're gonna lose a lot of Pokemon to random critical hits. That's just the way the game works. I'm not talking about just losing Mons in battles. I'm talking about losing Mons to just not being able to catch them because of random critical hits. Okay, it's a bit weaker now. Probably about 30-ish%, so let's see what it looks like now. About 24%. I'm gonna try it. I mean, I could use one more bite attack, but I don't want to get denied the Quilava just because of Shadow Rush being stupid. So I'll probably put up Reflect too. Alright. Yeah, the catch chance right now is a little less than 25%. Awesome! First try! I'm clearly good at this game. So now we have a Quilava on our team, which is awesome. So wait, these Pokemon are heartless? If these Pokemon are heartless, then can't we just put hearts back in them by using the Keyblade? Kappa. In any case, after you fight the goons guarding the exits to Phoenix City, it opens up the Realgam Construction Lot, which is the next area you can go to. Unfortunately, there's not a lot to do here right now. Because this place is a giant construction zone, it's a mess, there's pretty much nothing we can do here. Unfortunately, we do have to talk to all the workers in order to progress the game. Because it won't open up the next area until after you talk to all 3 workers. Fine. And with that, the next city is open, Pyrite Town. Pyrite Town is the first place in the game where the game really starts to ramp up in difficulty. There's a lot of thugs here. Phoenix City is basically the closest thing resembling an actual city in the game. Pyrite Town is just some back-hick place that's really dangerous to live. There's all kinds of bandits and pushy trainers around here. There are also a couple of trainers I want to take care of before I end the episode. Just 2 for now. Boy, word sure travels fast. Yeah, this is our first time in town. Sounds about right. Oh, that's kind of scary if the police can't do anything. There are a couple... Oh, yeah, I did save, okay. There are a couple random trainers in town that I do want to take care of before ending the episode. They don't have any shadow Pokemon, so they're nothing special. I just want them for their... I want to beat them and take their lunch money. So I'll take care of this guy and be right back. Alright, that trainer's roster is Centret 25, Talo 25, Slackoth 26. Nothing special at all. Now there should be one more random trainer around here that's not part of Dual Square. Alright, that wasn't too bad. This episode's running a bit long, so I'm going to go over all the facilities in Pyrite Town, and then I'm going to call it an episode. There is no Pokemon Center in Pyrite Town. Instead, there is a hotel. Unfortunately, in this town, it costs money to be healed, but there's a way around it. There's no reason to stay at that hotel ever, it's just a waste of money. The shop in here actually has some pretty useful stuff. You can buy revives here, but you'll want to be very careful with them early game. I'm going to get 1. Just kind of as an emergency button. You can also buy Hyper Potion here, but it is not economical to do so right now. We're going to be buying Hyper Potion late in the game, because once we get to the mid-game, there's going to be a better healing alternative than Super Potion. It is nice to have some Hyper Potion on hand as just for emergencies, like if your Pokemon's about to die and you lose, and you don't have a lot of health. Like, you just really need to heal for a lot. And here's the mayor's house. I guess he is kind of busy. Well, all roads seem to lead to the Colosseum, but we are nowhere near ready for it right now. So I'm going to head back to the police station to save. And before I cut the episode, I want to show you the little trick that you can use to get around having to pay for the hotel. Notice my Pokemon's HP. Now I'm going to store my injured Pokemon in the PC. I'll just demonstrate it with the Quilava. If you deposit it, and then look at its stats, it's fully healed! So all you have to do to avoid using the hotel is dump your Mon in the PC, and then withdraw it again. And then it should be fully healed. Yep, there it is. It's a nice little trick that I'm going to be taking advantage of throughout the game. In any case, next time on Let's Play Pokémon Colosseum, we are going to capture a bunch of Shadow Pokémon in Duel Square. See you later.